August 31st, 1988. A routine Delta Airlines flight prepares for takeoff from Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. Flight 1141, a Boeing 727 bound for Salt Lake City. 108 souls on board. What followed lasted less than half a minute and became one of the most preventable crashes in aviation history. The morning was clear. Captain Larry Davis, First Officer Kerry Kirkland, and Flight Engineer Stephen Judd, all experienced. Inside the cockpit, the mood was casual. Laughter, small talk, even a conversation with a flight attendant. But behind the humor, a critical detail was being forgotten. At 8:59 a.m., Delta 1141 was cleared for takeoff. Engines roared. The aircraft accelerated down runway 18 left. Everything seemed normal. Until rotation. Seconds after lifting off, the jet shuddered. Its nose pitched up, then dropped. The left wing struck the ground. In 22 seconds, the Boeing 727 broke apart in flames at the end of the runway. 14 people lost their lives. 94 survived the impact, many crawling from the wreckage through smoke and fire. When investigators reached the scene, something didn't add up. The flaps and slats, essential surfaces that give an aircraft lift at low speed, were never extended. Without them, Flight 1141 could never climb. And the warning horn that should have alerted the crew? It never sounded. The NTSB began its investigation. What they uncovered was troubling. The cockpit voice recorder revealed long stretches of unrelated conversation, violating the sterile cockpit rule. In those distracted minutes before takeoff, the crew simply forgot to set the flaps. The probable cause: failure to extend the flaps and slats for takeoff, and failure of the flight crew to follow standard operating procedures. Contributing factors: a malfunctioning warning system and a culture of complacency in the cockpit. From the ashes of Flight 1141 came change. Delta and the FAA reinforced cockpit discipline, rewrote checklist training, and strengthened takeoff warning systems across the industry. Every time a modern crew runs a pre-flight checklist, every time a pilot verifies those flaps, they are remembering this flight and the lives it cost. Delta Flight 1141 reminds us that aviation safety is built not only on machines, but on focus, discipline, and respect for procedure. A moment's distraction can erase everything. For the passengers and crew of Flight 1141, that moment changed history.